All right, y'all, I need y'all to get up and get ready because it's time to start the Cassandra Show!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cassandra Show. My TSS tribe, y'all know what day it is. It is officially what? It's Friday!
Yeah.
Ain't no Junior Friday up in here, y'all. It's TGIF. And we have an amazing show for you tonight, so we need y'all to get all comfy.
Yeah.
Grab your bubbly beverage.
Come on.
And let's get this show! Ooh, come on, y'all. Let's get it started. Y'all, the tea is hot today. From Diddy's trial getting messier by the minute to Kim K getting shut down trying to buy her daddy's Bible. Whoo, child, it's a lot. We've got drama, scandal, and even Tiger Woods dating a Trump.
Huh?
Yes, child. Donald Trump's son, I think it's
whoa.
Donald Jr. I think it's Donald Jr.'s ex-wife. I think that's who he's dating.
I thought we was breaking some news about Tiger.
No, child, Tiger's in love. And did y'all hear about that American Airlines plane that caught fire? Yeah. I need y'all to buckle up because we're breaking it all down right now. You know why? Because we are the people. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the people feeling a little raspy today. Listen, so the drama continues. Diddy just pleaded not guilty to new charges in his ongoing sex trafficking case. And let's just say this trial is about to be a spectacle. Prosecutors have added 2 more victims to the case, accusing him of forcing employees into sex acts and working under threats. Talking about toxic. And with jury selection kicking off in May, things are heating up fast. But that's not all, y'all. The prosecutors plan to bring in that 2016 hotel video of Diddy and Cassie, which his team claims was altered by CNN. Meanwhile, sources say that witnesses are terrified to testify. If this case wasn't already headline worthy, it just reached a whole new level.
Order in the court.
Of messy. When I tell y'all, what do you think about this, Chris?
Well, I'm available for the jury selection.
I'm done.
I might have to take a couple of days off
Would
here.
you be interested in doing something like that?
Yes.
Why?
I'm very nosy.
But this is my thing. I don't understand. Everybody knows so much about this case because it's been publicized so much. How in the world can he get a fair trial? Right. I don't care where you take this trial. You could take it across the world to Dubai, and they still know who Puff Daddy is. So what do you do when everybody knows who you are? Everybody knows your name.
What you do in his case is you purchase the most expensive lawyers that money can buy.
Okay, he did that.
Yeah, and then you pray to the Lord. That's all.
I'm sure he's praying. I would be praying every day, all night.
Yeah.
For something like this going on. Anyway, we wish everyone the best in this situation. They not only said that those tapes were altered, but they said that it will not be admissible because they lost the original tape after they put it through a machine to like cut it down so it would be edited. Now, allegedly, CNN cannot find the original, which may be a little loophole for Mr. Diddy.
Accusations.
If the glove don't fit,
you must have quit. Okay? Listen, so let's move on to this next story, y'all. Kim Kardashian, that is, if you're nasty, just got shut down trying to buy her late father, Robert Kardashian Sr.'s Bible from O.J. Simpson's estate. So she threw $15,000 on the table to get the handwritten inscribed Bible. But OJ's estate's executor said, not for that price, sis. The executor, Malcolm Laverne, basically told Kim if she wanted it bad enough, she should have offered $150,000, 10 times the amount that she offered of trying to lowball. Now the Bible is still heading to auction and Kim will have to bid like everybody else. The current top bid already is at $9,800. Child, will Kim really have to fight for her own daddy's Bible?
Tune
is
in
the
next
question.
time.
Tune in to find out. What? This is crazy.
That is low, though. That's the first thing I thought. Like, that's all?
$15,000
That's all?
for her dad's Bible.
Her dad's
But
very
it's
famous.
for OJ's estate.
That's right.
So I don't think anybody really wants to pay into OJ's estate either.
Why not?
Did
Come
they
on
ever
now.
confirm that that's her daddy?
Not hers.
Who's daddy?
Chloe.
Chloe's daddy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but
Yes.
we don't have a confirmation.
No.
Thank you for correcting
never
me.
do, yeah.
Chloe's dad.
Yeah.
So she thought she could buy Chloe's dad Bible.
But why?
I don't know. For $15,000.
Let's invite her to
I
the
thought the
couch.
word was priceless.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Well.
The word.
They trying to buy the word.
Yeah.
Well, Kim, 10 times more, and you'll have the word of God with you for the rest of your life.
Well, she's trying to buy it, and then some preacher's trying to sell it.
They selling the word.
You see?
I see. It's
So-
an exchange. And didn't God turn over the tables in the temple for all of that?
Come on.
Y'all don't forget that I'm a preacher's kid. All right, let's move on, child. So Lil Yachty just got himself in the middle of some serious heat after calling Black Lives Matter a scam during his interview on Feeding Starving Celebrities. He pointed straight at the controversy over BLM co-founder
All right.
Patrice Cullors buying a $6 million mansion. And let's just say BLM did not let it slide. The BLM Global Network clapped back hard, saying Yachty is drinking the white supremacist Kool-Aid. That is a quote unquote, y'all. And spreading misinformation that helps the very systems working against our people. They reminded him that Black Lives Matter has provided mutual aid, fought in court, and supported families of police brutality victims. The timing couldn't be worse either, y'all, because, oh, did you see what's happening in Washington, D.C.? D.C. is literally tearing down Black Lives Matter Plaza right now. That very same plaza before my cousin, the late, great John Lewis, passed away, had the privilege, the honor to walk through and think about all the work and the change that he made because Black lives really do matter. So with all this controversy, y'all, Yachty might want to sit this one out before things get even messier. Why would he go and say that?
B,
Some things are better left unsaid.
I think he said it just because of the controversy.
Because, yes, she does have a $6 million house.
So,
And that is a little interesting.
I know.
But
maybe-
look at the pastors who pastor these churches, and they got $6 million houses from the congregation who can barely keep their lights on, and you know what I'm saying.
So you can speak on it too. You
Come
can speak
on.
on them. You can speak on the $6 million house. And I didn't even know that there was such a thing as the Black Lives Matter group who could even clap back at this point. I thought.
I think it's kind of like a beehive, kind of like a Rihanna.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was all gone. And
No, it's not actually.
No.
No.
So I'm gonna do some research over the weekend.
Why don't you
When
do
we
that
get
and we'll be back on Monday
Yeah,
to
because
talk
they
to
need to
y'all.
leave Yachty alone. That's the homie right there.
Okay, so I don't know Yachty as well as you do, Chris, but I mean, I think it would be very sensitive for anyone to say anything right now at this time.
I'm gonna say it on Monday. I'm gonna do some research.
Chris gonna do some research and he'll be back to y'all on Monday and we'll see how that turns out.
True.
All right, let's move on, y'all. So I need y'all to imagine landing safely only for your plane to catch on fire.
Wow.
Now, that's exactly what happened at Denver International Airport when an American Airlines flight touched down, only for one of the engines to burst into flames while taxiing. Passengers had to evacuate fast, with some of them standing. I saw this picture. This is crazy. Y'all, they were standing on the plane's wing while firefighters rushed in the plane. 12 people were injured in the chaos, and now American Airlines is scrambling to figure out what went wrong. Is this the same airlines that Black Hawk ran into?
I'll be right back. I don't know.
I believe so. So the FAA and the NTSB are investigating, but one thing's for sure. This could have been so much worse. Y'all, this is beyond scary. Like, for anyone who has, of course, lost their lives in any airplane crash, anything like that, my sincere condolences. It's like one of my biggest concerns with airlines. And now it seems like the ones that I thought were like the safest ones, where you can get on the plane like a Delta, an American, United, they just turn it upside down, catching on fire. You got to get out on the wing. It's crazy. I'm not getting on no plane for all of that, y'all. I don't need all that drama in my life. So, Chris, how do you feel about all of these interesting moments? Someone told me that it really hasn't changed that much. It's just that they're more visible now because people are actually wanting to see it.
Yes, and that's where I am. In 2024, there were 19 fatal plane crashes in the month of January and 12 in February.
Oh, wow.
I don't think we've hit that number yet in 2025. What is the difference?
What is the difference?
It's the coverage.
It's just exposure. It's more exposure. And why are people exposing it more now? Is it because Elon Musk is over there and trying to get the money from the FAA and wants to put his people into that department? So now they're just trying to expose it that it's not safe. It's crazy.
I think it's the same on both sides. As bad as you make yourself look, there's always somebody out there trying to make you look bad. So if it's just because they're in the seat, then that's not enough to ruffle my feathers.
Okay,
I'm still going to fly, sis.
You gonna fly?
I'm still going to fly.
Okay, well, you got a call coming in next week. They need you somewhere. Listen, y'all, it's been great talking to you. We are going to take a very, very short break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because you know what happens. It only gets better. For the culture. Come on, get us out of here. We'll be back, y'all. Friday, y'all. Welcome back to the Sisandra Show. Y'all, let's dive into this next story because it is straight out of a nightmare. So a Connecticut woman was just arrested for allegedly keeping her stepson. This ain't no alleged, y'all. It happened. I saw the news. I saw the pictures. I saw everything. Keeping her stepson locked away for over 2 decades. 20 years. So the 32-year-old victim was just 11 years old when he was first imprisoned in a tiny locked room, starved, neglected, and cut off from the world. When authorities finally discovered him after a house fire, y'all, at that age, he weighed 68 pounds and 5'9". Can you imagine?
No, ma'am. That's terrible.
68 pounds, 5'9". So the police say the man set the fire on purpose
Good.
as a desperate escape attempt. And honestly, who can blame him? Now, Kimberly Sullivan, the stepmama, is facing multiple felony charges, but her lawyer claims that she's innocent. Of course. Baby, how do you explain a grown man weighing 68 pounds? This just might be one of the worst cases of abuse that we've ever seen. 68 pounds, 32 years old, abducted 20 years.
Yeah, I'm sad. Like he's still the 11-year-old child.
Yes.
I'm sad. I feel so terrible about even seeing this right now for the first time. And
I'm sorry. It's just...
he needs some aid.
Oh,
All
yes.
these GoFundMes and sending people money. This is where the resources need to go.
Yes.
This man needs some help at
I
this point in
agree.
his life. Yeah.
I agree with you. And unfortunately, his father passed away about a year ago. So her pleading not guilty is allegedly because his father was the one that would take care of him, discipline him, do whatever. But he's 32.
What?
So what kind of discipline are you talking about? The man was emaciated.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Anyway, however that turns out, I hope that he is going to be okay. And thank God he started that fire for freedom.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to this next story, y'all. Tiger Woods is officially off the market. And who's his new boo? Vanessa Trump. Vanessa Trump. Y'all know Vanessa Trump, the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr. That's who he's dating. So sources say that they've been quietly dating for months. And even Don Jr. knows and approves. They're a golf family. It's a whole golf dynasty. So Tiger and Vanessa have been spotted together multiple times, even rolling up to golf tournaments as a family with her daughter, Kai Trump, a rising golf star headed to the University of Miami.
All right.
Isn't that crazy?
Hurricanes.
Okay. So Woods' love life has always been interesting. Someone says messy. So let's just hope this time he can keep it drama-free. But dating a Trump, I don't think that's drama-less.
Exactly.
Y'all, we're going to be watching. Okay, Tiger? All right, let's move on to this next story.
Let's move on.
We're going to move on. You see, we ain't saying
Let's
that.
move on.
We ain't going to even talk about that. There's no elaboration on that. Y'all, this next story is gut-wrenching. So a Texas family with 4 U.S.-born kids, including a 10-year-old girl recovering from brain cancer, was just deported to Mexico after immigration officials detained the parents at a checkpoint. For years, they were allowed to pass with doctor's notes, but this time they were taken into custody and kicked out of the United States. Now their sick daughter and her 15-year-old brother with a heart condition are stuck without medical care in a country that they barely know because they are birthright citizens. They were born here. Advocates are demanding action, calling on the government. It's an interesting people to call right now. Calling on the government to grant them humanitarian parole. But for now, this family is desperate, scared, and out of options. Now, this is beyond heartbreaking. They are U.S. citizens. At least the child is. Talk
Yeah, so
to
you
me.
got...
If the child is a U.S. citizen, we just talked about birthright citizenship.
We just talked about foreign objects
Yes,
creating citizens here in the country. So you got a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, and a 15-year-old. How long have the parents been here?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Even if both of the parents are foreign and the foreign object entered the foreign object and they had a child in America, we went through this yesterday.
Yes.
It's an American child.
Yes.
So that child should be able to stay here and get the care. But I remember, this ain't no alleged, President Trump said, well, if you want to be with your family so badly, then you can just go with them back to the country that they're being deported to. So perhaps this is what's happening right now. But I do believe that our government and our president has a heart for children and will look into this to make sure that this child receives the care that she deserves, as well as her brother who has a heart condition.
I know.
Come on, government. This is the United States of America.
Up.
This is America. This is America. Bring us your tired. Bring us your, all of that. We're supposed to bring, all these people come to our country because we are the melting pot. And we've always been that melting pot. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to be quiet. Next. So the FBI and the Department of Justice have extradited 7 Colombian cartel leaders accused of smuggling thousands of kilos of drugs into the United States.
That's why they got to go.
They're bringing drugs into the United States. They got to go.
Eating the cat.
Listen, they arrived in Florida today and will now face justice. Officials warned, if you harm Americans, we will find you. This operation, led by the FBI Tampa Department of Justice and law enforcement partners, is part of an ongoing crackdown on drug trafficking networks.
There's a producer in that control room back there.
And what is going on?
They put these 2 stories right back to back.
When I tell you,
You know what I'm saying?
back to back.
Say, but
Back to
hey. So
Back.
we go from one extreme to now the next. Now they got to go.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not for the poison in the community.
No, I'm
and
with
all
you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have some people who need the support, they need the resources we have currently in our country.
Yes.
To best serve them in the medical
Yes.
ways. But then you got these scumbags.
No, I'm with you on that.
Sneaking in the hill.
Stop it. That word was used very strongly today by our president.
Hey, hey, that's what you see where I got it. You see what
Yes,
I'm doing,
I see
right?
what you're doing. I see
They
what
just
you're doing.
sneaking over here with these kilos and kilos. So I don't know, man.
No, I'm not
They got
mad
to
at
go.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few things that we are doing right now that I am not mad about. Getting rid of the cartel, getting rid of drugs, all of that stuff. I'm for it. I'm so for it. I just need the kid to come back to America and get the medical care that she needs. All right, let's move on to this next story. Thank you for that, Chris. All right, so Jonathan Majors just dropped a deep and emotional bombshell, revealing that he was sexually abused by both men and women as a child.
False accusation.
I shall say allegedly. In a candid interview, he said it. Majors shared that the abuse started when he was just 9 years old, shortly after his father left the family. He only recently opened up to his mom, who was devastated to learn what he had gone through. Majors says therapy helped him confront his past, especially after completing a domestic violence program following his conviction for allegedly assaulting, which the charges were dropped.
Good.
His ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. So with his career in limbo, Major seems to be starting fresh, facing his demons and trying to rebuild his life. Whether Hollywood lets him back in, that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But he should be let back in, all right? Because why? Because he's good at what he does. He's a good person. We are perfectly imperfect. And from what I saw, he was running from that woman. That woman was not running from him. So come on now. Let that man back in. Hollywood. Yes. All right. Moving on. Let's go on to this next story. So y'all, Justin Bieber got real on Instagram, admitting that he often feels unworthy and like a fraud. Ooh. Despite people telling him he deserves his success. That's called imposter syndrome. He shared his struggles with self-doubt, judgmental thoughts, and feeling unqualified, adding that most days he feels sneaky about his achievements. His emotional post comes after a recent reflection on the gift of life, sparking concerns among fans. Some speculated about his well-being, but his team shut down drug rumors, calling them exhausting and pitiful. So despite the chatter, insiders say Bieber is doing well, focusing on Hailey, baby Jack, and new music. So while fans expected a new project for his 31st birthday, he's taking time to take care of himself. One thing's clear, Bieber is still growing and his fans are standing by him every step of the way. Now, this is very interesting. I read some of the comments about imposter syndrome. I'm talking about Justin. And y'all, it's a real thing. I was even reading about J.K. Rowling, who, I don't know, she was close to being a billionaire. She wrote Harry Potter. She was extremely successful. And she did a podcast, I believe it was, with Oprah. And she said the biggest fear she had is that she would be broke again. And I think people think once you get money, you never forget about where you came from or what days were like. And you don't. And the greatest fear is like, God, I don't ever want to go back there. But the fear is I'm going to wake up one morning and it's all gone, because why did it happen to me? Why am I the one that's so blessed? It's always a question with success. We know a lot of people work hard, but when you actually achieve that success, and then you see the way the world is going and how other people don't have the same kind of things, you ask God, well, why me? And I say, to whom much is given, much is required. So when God blesses us to be in those spaces, no, we may not feel worthy, but he sees purpose for us to be in that space, because we are life and game changers. Justin, hang in there, my friend. God bless you. Y'all have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you on Monday for the culture.
Yes, sir. Y'all enjoy the weekend. Come on. Let's just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Because we've got so much more exclusive content for y'all right here only on the Sandra